food that would have gone to waste. This food is then provided to families and children in need. Being a kid should be about using your imagination, learning, and having fun. These children shouldn't have to miss out on simply being a kid because they're hungry. To find out how you can help end childhood hunger in your community, visit feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Alexa, can you please do my food shopping today?
Food shopping today added to your shopping list.
Alexa, can you do my math homework for me?
I'm not sure.
Alexa, play WHPC.
Play WHPC.
You can now listen to the voice of Nassau Community College on your Amazon Echo.
Simply say, Alexa, play WHPC.
I am already playing WHPC.
Sorry. So go ahead and buy a silicone steamer in the shape of a faceless melting pig.
Buy a silicone steamer in the shape of a faceless melting pig.
Yeah, that exists. And while you shop, play WHPC.
Or buy a headband with a mullet hair attached to it.
I refuse to buy a headband with mullet hair attached to it.
Yeah, that exists too. Not sure why. But when you buy it, you can play WHPC.
So play WHPC on your Amazon device today.
And thanks for listening to 90.3 WHPC.
My name is
Jacob Volk.
My name is
Jacob Volk.
My name is
Jacob Volk.
Yes, it is.
I think that's going to be one of the very few things I'm going to miss about you.
Really?
I'm just kidding. Yes.
Oh, I will tell you, Eric, I'm going to miss you.
I hope so.
You're listening to Beyond the Game on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC. We are live twice a week. For just this week, that is going to be a hard habit to break. Boy, oh boy. Ooh. Tuesday at 5 p.m., obviously, and my last show, Friday at 3 p.m. Going to be a lot of fun.
Jeez.
I am Jacob Volk. You can follow me on Twitter at RealJacobVolk. Sitting across from me, Eric Fischetti, who you can follow on Twitter at Sergeant Fish. Matt Charkowick, who you can follow on Twitter at Matty C Sports. And Sam Eisenberg, who you can follow on Twitter at Eisenberg_Sam. Number to call if you have something on your mind is 516-572-7440. Before we get into football, Chapman's first playoff appearance was against the Phillies. That was when he got lit up. His second playoff appearance was against the Giants. So I was close. And his third was also against the Giants. So let's get to football. On Friday, the Giants beat the Jets by a score of 22-16. Matt, what are your thoughts on the game?
I'll tell you this, man. Even when it's meaningless football, the Jets still find a way to make it a funny game.
Yay, Snoopy's blue this year. Yeah.
Woo. But
congratulations.
But on both sides of the ball, it actually was a pretty fun game. It was enjoyable to see. I do like how the offense is starting to look for the Giants going into the season here. I'm a lot more comfortable with it going into this year than I've been in seasons past.
I would hope so.
I'm very excited. It's going to be great. Wait till we get to the going into what's it called when we do the breakdown for the preseason. I'll give you my thoughts on where the Giants will be in the division. But
okay, you mean our regular season preview?
Yes.
Yeah, that should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I got a full list here ready to go. So,
All right.
Anyways,
sounds good.
Anyways,
we'll get into it soon.
Yeah.
I will leave you in suspense.
Yes.
How about that?
I will say this though. I think that Eli Manning looked rejuvenated.
He looked good.
I think he looked very comfortable for the first time.
Play.
He still can play for an old man.
And look, and you know what? No Beckham, no Barkley.
No, he looked fantastic without him.
He looked good. Look, I'm telling you right now, this might be a little bold, but I think Eli's going to have the best year of his career.
I can agree with you.
Whoa, let's not go crazy.
I think
he's
so.
going to have a better season than he's had in season
Super Bowl
past.
MVP.
No.
Those are his best seasons.
No.
I understand that, but that was just in the Super Bowl too. I'm talking about in the regular season, the best regular
his best
season.
Regular season.
I think this might be one of the better ones he's had in recent memory going into it.
Okay, it's possible. It's a bold prediction. I think Eli's going to have a very good year this year. I still have faith in him. You guys know that I was preaching the Giants taking Barkley because I had faith in Eli, and Eli will be great. The Giants' offense is desperately missing Barkley.
Yes.
If this guy can't stay healthy, I don't know how you guys feel as Giant fans, but outside looking in, it's making me a little nervous that he's missed this much time.
It's not for me, only because being that it's a hamstring, it does take a little bit for it does take a little bit for it to heal. I understand that, but it's also the preseason. So if he's getting his reps in practice, and he got his reps in that game against the Browns, it's not really bothering me that much.
One good run.
Yeah, no, I know that, but he did get his reps. I'm not saying that he was great.
He had one good run.
He did have a good run.
Out of proportion.
I'm just saying that he got reps against the Browns, against the first team. That's all I'm saying. But look, it's not really bothering me that much, because as long as Barkley is getting his reps in practice, because he was practicing in full pads when he came back. Well, not came back, when the hamstring got better. It's not really bothering me. He's supposed to play week 1. Vernon, however, is a different question. He got tangled up in practice.
He might not play.
That's going to hurt you guys.
Possible.
Because you know what? Vernon is the only pass rusher that's, desperately good that the Giants have. Because Damon Harrison is the guy that makes...
You don't like Carter?
I don't think he's going to start right away. I think that's going to go
Even
to a
with Vernon out?
Maybe it's different, but I don't know. It depends on how severe that the Vernon injury is. Apparently, it's a high ankle sprain.
That's what I was told
he
too,
missed. He really missed a major injury right there. But it depends on how it's going to heal. It depends on how it's going to affect him. He might not play week 1, and that's going to hurt.
I can see him back in at least maybe week 3 at the latest.
Week 3, okay.
Week 3, maybe week 4 is pushing.
Week 4, you think he's out for that long?
Well, it's possible. We don't know. We're not sure yet.
Well, of course it's possible, but I don't know how severe this ankle, this high ankle sprain is. Yes, but you know what? That's going to hurt.
It is. No, regardless, no matter which way you look at it.
It's going to hurt the Giants' defense if Vernon is not out there.
Absolutely.
It's just that simple.
Absolutely.
But you know what? Something that I want to go to in terms of the Jets-Giants game, look, Jacob, as a Jet fan, you have to be satisfied. You have to be very satisfied with the play of Sam Darnold right now.
8 for 16. Hallelujah.
Fantastic.
The guy went 8 for 16. Okay, hold on.
Well, he was good. He wasn't.
Wait. Hold on. He did everything I wanted him to do. I'm telling you, he listens to the show. The Jets listen to the show. McCagnon listens to the show. I promise you that. Because he was throwing the ball further downfield. There were throws going for a dozen yards or so. But the guy went 8 for 16. There's stuff to improve on. Every Jet fan is singing this guy's praises like he can do no wrong. And what bothers me about Darnold is there's so much room for improvement. Calm down. The guy, I want him to start. I want Sam Darnold to start desperately, and I think he will week 1.
I think he will too.
But before we call the guy the next Joseph William Namath, let's calm down. There's a lot of room for improvement. He's got to work on his accuracy, his pocket presence. He's got to control the football more. He did have one play very early on. I was the only person who noticed this. He scrambled, held the ball with one hand, and then he self-corrected. That's progress, because he was very fast and loose with the football at USC, and he corrected. That was a good job of coaching by Jeremy Bates or whoever the quarterback's coach is. I don't know who the quarterback's coach is for the Jets. That's pretty pathetic. He's got work cut out for him, I'll tell you that. The thing with Darnold is there's a lot to like there. Yes, he threw the ball downfield. Yes, he stretched the field. But just calm down. Every single Jet fan saying this guy can do no wrong. It drives me nuts. There's so much room for improvement. Very good field vision, though. I will say that.
I'm not saying I don't think there's any room for improvement, because obviously there is. But I think from what I've seen these past couple of weeks, I think so far he's more ready than I thought, especially against the Giants. 75-yard drive to the red zone. I don't remember if it ended up at the field goal or a touchdown.
I think it was a field goal.
But the Jets ended up scoring. He looks more ready than I thought. He looks in command of that huddle.
Just so you know, that was the touchdown. That was the Bilal Powell touchdown.
Okay. But yeah, so he looks in command. He looks ready to play.
He does.
That's the reason why I think I would be satisfied, because obviously it's preseason, but, fan is short for fanatic. You still want to win the game. I totally get it.
You know what it is, guys? And you don't know this, because I'm the only Jet fan here. I'm jaded. Every freaking year, I hear about the next rookie quarterback.
No, I don't blame you.
Mark Sanchez, Taj Boyd, Geno Smith, Bryce Petty, Christian Hackenberg, whoever. Until I see the guy play, until I see him make the playoffs and look like a good quarterback, I'm sorry for nitpicking. That's all it is. It's honestly like that. Remember when we were talking about David Fisdale and Nick
I was just about to say that.
And Nick was so pessimistic about the hire, and I didn't understand it. I finally do now. He's pessimistic as a Nick fan. I'm pessimistic as a Jet fan.
Because so many things have gone wrong in the past, you're just waiting for it to become right. I get it.
Absolutely. Until the Jets make the playoffs, or until I can say with confidence that Sam Darnold is a franchise quarterback, I'm going to be nitpicking him. It's just that simple. The running game, I've been on Jeremy Bates a lot about that. It was the same. It was a little more effective. The Giants really didn't have a good defense that game in terms of stopping the run, so I really can't read too much into that. The no pass rush, though. I mean, Eli could have taken a nap back there. Some guys who stood out to me as being good: Leonard Williams, Henry Anderson. Good job, by the way. We called out Leonard Williams earlier, and Henry Anderson, Dominic called. Good job for that. Avery Williamson. I love this guy. Love Avery Williamson.
I would.
No,
and
he's good.
Trumaine Johnson. The guy's not even getting the ball thrown to him. Johnson Island, I'm telling you. He should have been on Sterling Shepard, I'll tell you that. Man, I'll tell you, I love Shepard.
He's great.
I think he's going to be an unsung hero for this Giants team if they do well. I really do. I think that's going to be one of Eli's favorite weapons this year. Obviously, we know the situation with Odell Beckham Jr. He's going to be the number one. Shepard's going to be the number two. The number three wide receiver, though, I don't know who it's going to be. I think it's going to be Cody Latimer, but,
it's not Hunter Sharp.
Oh, my God.
No, don't.
3 and out.
Don't.
And Manning throws to him in the chest, and he drops it twice. He returns the punt, 55
So
yards
bad.
to the house.
Against a horrible Jet special teams.
Look, it's
That was
still
horrendous.
It's a touchdown.
A
That was
touchdown's still a
horrendous.
touchdown. That
The
was
Jets haven't had good special teams since Mike Westhoff has been there.
No.
I mean, it's same old, same old. Brant Boyer is not the answer.
Look, but regardless of that, Hunter Sharp returned a punt for a touchdown. It was actually, pretty good because he made up for it for dropping 2 passes. He's not a wide receiver, and Shermer keeps using him in the wide receiver slot. He is not a wide receiver. He's trying to take the place of Dwayne Harris, and it's not working at all.
No, it should be Latimer. Latimer should be the slot guy. This is where you need Des Bryant.
And you know what? He passed on a Browns offer, and he's still out there. He's waiting for something to happen. If I'm the Giants, obviously, Cody Latimer's been doing pretty good, but, Des
better?
Des by
Bryant
track record, it's Des. It's going to be Des Bryant, and I don't know why they're not looking at him. It's got to be something behind the scenes. You don't really hear that much about him at all, but I don't know.
It's the fact that he's troubled in the locker room and they're trying to establish a new culture. I get that, but if you want to win now, and that's what the Giants want to do, bring him in. For 1 year, it's not going to be the end of the world. Speaking of the Giants, they signed Odell Beckham Jr. to a 5-year extension worth up to $95 million. Last year, he had 25 catches for 302 yards and 3 touchdowns. Eric, what do you think of the deal?
Wow. Okay, so
reaction
let me just be honest with you. I did not think he was going to get that much money because I thought he was going to have something to prove.
I knew he was going to be paid more than Brown. That I know.
You know what? I was kind of cautiously optimistic that a deal would have been done, and it became inevitable at one point that it was going to happen before week 1 of the regular season. We just didn't know when. But you know what? I think he earned his money, and to be honest, with this deal, this is a big deal. This is a game changer, no pun intended. But, this is, I truly think he might finish his career with the Giants with this kind of deal. But,
how could you?
But you know what? On top of that, depending on the success of the team, I truly think that he might finish his career with the Giants. It's easier said than done. But you know what? I did tell you that I was kind of worried about how much money he was going to get paid. And the reason why I'm saying that is
I can understand it.
Landon Collins is going to be a free agent soon. You can franchise him, yes, but you know what? You got to get a contract done with him soon. Sterling Shepard, he's going to be a nice young, commodity when his time comes for free agency. He's a good young player too. Is he a system guy? I don't know.
I love Shepard. I'll tell you, I really like him.
I do too, but what I'm saying is if he makes it to free agency, a lot of teams are going to be knocking on his door.
Yeah,
but you know what?
absolutely.
This is a deal that I could have pictured because this was the kind of deal that I would have expected if Beckham stayed healthy also. So obviously, a deal was going to get done at some point, and it was going to be with the Giants, but we didn't really know how much. But you know what? His cap hit is really not that big this year. I have the actual stats, if I can pull them up.
Well, they backloaded it. I know that.
Yes, they did. Basically, Beckham's base salary in his first year of his contract will be $1.4 million with a $4 million signing bonus, $21.4 million annually. So Gettleman did a really good job with that part. There is room to still spend money. There is room to still spend money, so that's why...
I think guys like Harrison and Vernon are going to be shown the door soon.
Maybe.
Just because you need to make room for guys like Collins, Shepard, Ingram eventually.